is the last time you really challenged yourself? Doesn't matter whether it was to do something or to avoid doing something. There are times when each of us needs a goal to achieve just to prove to ourselves how capable we really are. Tonight, we introduce you to a woman who did just that, and then some. During these times of social distancing, it's not hard for Erin Williams to find a quiet corner to get her stretching done. The King William mother of two homeschools her children, so finding alone time in the first place can be a challenge.
Running is my peace of mind. It's my quiet time.
Challenge should be her middle name. Williams was a runner all throughout high school, but began running seriously about 15 years ago.
I was just ready to get back in shape and get moving again. So I started running for 20 minutes a day just to get out and moving, and then slowly built up to starting to run for certain mile distances.
She completed her first marathon before her first child was born and had dabbled a little in triathlons, but running has always represented a type of oasis.
My running time is my time to be all by myself and listen to my own thoughts and just kind of be at peace with myself. And I get that nice rush of endorphins basically when I'm done, and just that feel good that I've done something good for me physically and mentally.
The payoff has come at every finish line she has ever crossed.
I don't think I've crossed the finish line of a race without having some kind of tears in my eyes, because you put in so much energy and effort and hard work into the training and waking up on mornings when you'd really rather sleep in.
Sleeping in is just one of the obstacles that Williams, like millions of other runners, needs to overcome on a regular basis. Injuries, personal and professional obligations, and just plain apathy can all creep into any workout routine.
There are always times when you think, this is really stupid and I should just stop. Everything kind of hurts and I'm tired. You can come up with a million reasons to stop. It's very easy to stop. The trick is to find that mental strength to keep going.
And Williams has kept going, but regular marathons weren't enough. She ran 12 ultra marathons in 12 months last year, setting 4 course records and being the overall winner, male or female, at the Eagle Up 100-miler in Ohio. For each of those races, to raise money for the 22 Too Many organization, she carried the name of Sergeant Michael George, an Army veteran who suffered from PTSD and took his own life. If all of that wasn't enough, this year, Williams decided on a new challenge, one that was met with a decent amount of skepticism from her friends and family.
Every time you mention it, there's that look of you must be crazy. And I'll be the first to admit, it is kind of crazy.
Williams took up a challenge to run for 24 hours straight. A couple of weeks ago, she started the clock and did not stop running until it had gone around twice.
While it was an attempt to push myself and see what I could do, I also didn't want to race it and push myself so hard. It was more like a training run.
She ran near her parents' home in Williamsburg, 12 hours on trails and the second 12 hours on the streets. She had company for almost the duration, except when the sane people went to bed.
When it'd been running for a really long time already and it was dark and it's quiet and I'm tired, and at that point I was alone, everybody else had to go home. So it was really having to dig deep all on my own.
She queued up Imagine Dragons on her headphones and pushed her way through. She ended up running over 112 miles. While she doesn't necessarily recommend this type of challenge for everyone, she does encourage everyone to get out like she did and find any way to stay active and healthy.
Whatever your age, whatever your abilities, go out and do what you can, and then a couple of weeks later, push yourself to try a little bit further or a little bit harder or something a little bit different. Even people that are of my generation older, I encourage them to get out on the trails and run. It's not about time, it's not about finishing places, it's not about getting on the podium. It's about getting out there and just moving your blood and doing something good for your body in a healthy way.
Williams isn't finished with her running challenges either. This weekend, she plans to run 4 miles every 2 hours for 48 consecutive hours. She's going to start at 10 tomorrow morning and finish on Sunday morning. That will cover another 100 miles. If you would like to nominate someone to be